Next on Good Taste, come with us to New Orleans for an unbelievable eating adventure. From Bourbon Street to neighborhood eats, we're taking a big bite out of the Big Easy.
Food's amazing. It's all awesome.
First, it's the cream of the crop, farm fresh fare and Grandma's Rabbit Dumplings, reinvented by a James Beard award-winning chef. Plus, some of the best red beans and rice in town. What makes yours stand out, do you think?
It's a secret.
Massive meatballs and zesty gumbo from an Italian family that'll put you in line.
It gets heated. Curse words are exchanged. But, that's family.
Then click your heels. We're off to see the brunch wizard whip up pancakes with a twist. So loosen your belt. An all-new edition of Good Taste starts right now. Hi everyone, I'm Tanji Patton. Welcome to Good Taste and welcome to New Orleans, a city known for its incredible food and hospitality. We're going to give you all kinds of tastes today, but we're going to start at a restaurant everyone all over the country is talking about. New Orleans is electric. The sights.
It's wild. It's wild.
The sounds. Yeah! All kinds of music. And then there's the food.
Food's amazing.
I think I would weigh like 50 pounds less if I lived anywhere else.
There's nowhere else in the world like the Crescent City. So many amazing restaurants to discover on just about every street, like this one. Can you pronounce it?
I would say tupatula.
Takachalapalis?
Well, it's absolutely tuchapatalis.
Chupatula.
Having trouble? Just ask a local.
Chapatulas.
Hard to pronounce, but one street you'll definitely want to remember because that's where you'll find Cochon, one of the most acclaimed eateries in the city. So we're in the warehouse district here, right?
We are. The Emeralds is 2 blocks that way, and then the convention center is just 2 blocks down.
Back in 2005, there weren't many restaurants here in the warehouse district, but Steven Stryjewski and his business partner Donald Link took a leap of faith on a simple idea. Open up a small restaurant featuring down-home Southern cooking like they grew up with. Everything would be scratch-made, using super fresh ingredients, served up in a cozy and contemporary space. Tell me why you're here.
On a recommendation from our driver from the airport, he recommended this has been the best place to eat in New Orleans.
Cochon was nominated for the Best New Restaurant when it first opened in 2007. Then Stephen won the coveted James Beard Award for Best Chef in the South in 2011.
We're also up against Guy Savoy and Wolfgang Puck to win. I mean, it was just mind-blowing.
I love the food. I mean, it's just so flavorful.
What would you want someone to know about Cochon who's never been here?
It's lots of, one-pot cooking and lots of home-style meals and very flavorful.
Many of the recipes came from Donald's large Southern family, with a pinch of Stephen's Polish grandmother's cooking thrown in.
One of the greatest compliments anyone could ever give me is, it reminds me of my grandmother's cooking.
That's high praise, indeed. Plates from Grandma's table have been reimagined here, like Cochon's gumbo. It's got the most delicious layering of flavor.
Yes, it does. It's really good.
Wow. When the New York Times gave a shout out to Cochon's Rabbit and Dumplings, it was a game changer for the small neighborhood restaurant.
Our reservations went from nice and steady to, oh my God, we gotta hire someone.
I can see why. Hearty chunks of rabbit meat are raised with carrots, onions, celery root, fresh herbs, and wine. Okay, that's phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Fresh seafood shines here too. Roasted in a 750-degree wood-fired oven.
I love Cochon. I love the pig. I love the pork.
It's their house-cured pork and homemade smoked sausage that many folks come calling for. The tasty Louisiana Cochon sits on a bed of sautéed cabbage and turnips, topped with tangy pickled peaches and pork cracklings.
The oysters are just awesome to a point where it's ruined me.
They'll ruin you for other oysters too. These popular grilled oysters are made with a spicy compound butter.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a little bit of chopped garlic, and we've got 2 to 3 anchovies.
Next, he adds the juice of 2 lemons.
This is an Asian chili flake. It's seedless. It's got some natural chili heat to it, but it's not overly spicy.
It's all folded together with the butter, then spooned on top of fresh oysters.
Take a little bit of our rock salt.
Does that hold in the heat?
Keeps you from sliding around.
Those oysters sizzle in that wood-fired oven till hot and bubbly.
Smells amazing.
Delicious.
Oh, wow. There's a lot going on in there.
That's right. Yep.
That is good stuff.
Good stuff, all right. Chef-prepared, incredibly delicious, award-winning Southern fare. That's what you'll get at Cochon.
You have to go to this restaurant.
I'll recommend it to anyone.
Calling all lovers everywhere, we've got a delicious recipe for you this Valentine's. I'm with the executive chef of Goya, Fernando Deza, in the awesome Goya kitchens, and this is so easy and so delicious.
Yeah, we're doing a delicious tierrita. A tierrita is a coconut custard with Goya Maria cookies, crumbles, and it's amazing. Nice and crunchy and smooth.
Yeah, you may want to eat all the cookies first, but
right.
Let's do this.
Okay, so to start, we're gonna add some Goya coconut milk.
Yeah.
And we're gonna add some Goya flan. We're gonna add the flan mixture here, all the ingredients that you want. And then we're gonna add some vanilla.
Just a good, nice vanilla.
Very easy. And we're gonna boil these for 1 minute and then cook for an extra 4 minutes so it's nice thick consistency. Then we're gonna put it in a ramekin, right?
Okay.
Then we're gonna put it in the fridge and cool for an hour or so. It's gonna be nice and thick, as you see here, right? Perfect. Then we get the Maria cookie. So in this case, we're gonna put it in a food processor and we're gonna come like that. So it looks like a tierrita. Tierrita means in Spanish dirt.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a dirt, right?
In a very good way.
In a very good way, right?
Yes.
So you're planting like a plant, right? So we get a little bit of the dirt that we call it, tierrita.
All right, now for the best part. We get to taste it. It's so pretty, I almost hate to go in there. Oh,
right.
man. Mm-hmm.
Nice and creamy.
That is so fun. We've got the dessert recipe at goodtaste.tv. This is a good one. This is good. Coming up next.
Mouth-watering meatballs smothered in red sauce. But make no mistake, don't call it marinara at this family affair.
It's red gravy. That's it.
End of discussion.
That's it.
That's it.
But first, get a load of this towering eggplant and shrimp, a recipe from home that's turned into a local tradition.
That is one of our biggest sellers.
Stay hungry, guys. More good taste coming up.
Cisco, at the heart of food and service.
Next, we're going to take you to Magazine Street. There's so much more to New Orleans than Bourbon Street. It oozes charm, 6 miles of neighborhood feel, 80 restaurants, and we found one of the best.
Around every bend, New Orleans is pulsing with excitement. But the real soul of the Crescent City starts at home with families like the Farnays, who bring their home-style cooking to the iconic Joey K's every day.
People want food they can eat every day, and that's what we offer.
Fresh, homemade classic Creole and Italian comfort food are made here, with recipes torn from Cindy Farnay's own cookbook.
The food's been delicious, and the atmosphere and the people here have been fantastic.
Those famous family recipes helped put Joey K's on the map.
It's our menu and Commander's menu.
3 decades later, you'd never guess it, but owning a restaurant was never on the Farnay's radar.
How in the world did you get into the restaurant business? There's a story here.
By accident.
My brother was in the restaurant business, and I am a contractor. So we teamed up with a couple of other fellas.
Did you have any restaurant experience?
Neither one of us had ever worked in a restaurant.
No experience? No problem. This place has earned international acclaim all on its own. One reason, Joey K's red beans and rice. For a dish that defines this city, that's saying something. What makes yours stand out, do you think?
It's a secret. Somehow we came up with this.
It was the magic recipe, right?
That magic comes through in every dish, like this eggplant Napoleon, a real showstopper.
That is one of our biggest sellers.
That is good.
So is Sam's pickled fried chicken.
What else are you cooking with pickle juice?
Hopefully that's it.
Another can't-miss dish, Cindy's Shrimp Magazine.
I used to cook it at home, and we started it here, and it's been on the menu for 29 years.
It starts with olive oil, butter, and garlic.
Yeah, so then, now we're going to add our ham and our artichokes. Let that render in there, cook the ham down a little bit.
I like what's going in so far.
Next up, shrimp, white wine, and basil.
Our dish is almost done.
Oh, I love a one-pan dish, don't you?
Yes, indeed.
Toss in some angel hair pasta, and you've got a one-of-a-kind dish fit for a king.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm. Great food, good people. What's not to love at Joey K's?
Well, congrats on your success.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah. There's so much charm and so much history in this city. Next, hope you're still hungry. We're taking you to an iconic Italian-Creole spot run by the same family for nearly 100 years. Rumble up to Mid-City, to Mandina's, a hidden gem in a centuries-old pink house where food and family are everything.
The child you never had.
We're just a big family.
That goes for locals, too.
I've been coming here for over 30 years.
How long have you been coming here?
Since the latter part of the last century. How about that?
One customer named the Chairman has been coming here so long, he earned a reserved seat at the bar. Actually, the only seat at the bar.
But you see this one? We used to shower together when we were kids.
4 generations of feisty Mandinas have run the show at this iconic spot on Canal Street. Tommy Mandina and his spunky, wisecracking daughter Cindy are now at the helm.
Do you have fun every day working with him?
Yeah, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. We do yell and howl at each other occasionally. It gets heated. Curse words are exchanged. But, you know, that's family.
At the end of the day?
At the end of the day, it's family.
They don't mince words, but they sure do mix up mouth-watering Italian bites like buccioloni, tender veal rolled with spinach and egg.
Food's excellent, very nostalgic.
Plenty of delicious New Orleans favorites are on the menu too. Po'boys, shrimp remoulade, seafood gumbo, and their legendary turtle soup.
Oh my gosh.
The red sauce is absolutely delicious. Tastes like mom's.
That red sauce goes with the massive meatballs and spaghetti. But be careful what you call it.
In New Orleans, we call it red gravy. You put it over pasta, it's red gravy. That's it.
Yep.
End of discussion.
That's it.
That's it.
When Katrina flooded the city and Mandina's, Tommy considered shutting it down for good. Cindy pushed him to just keep going.
My daughter, and her tenacious attitude, she said, we're going to build this blankety bank back again. It took us 18 months, had a whole bunch of loans.
It paid off. Locals keep the place packed 7 days a week. The famous seafood gumbo is loaded with okra, shrimp, and a whole lot of crab.
Wow. Okay, yeah, we got to look at this a little longer. Let's take a second and appreciate. Wow.
It takes all morning to put together one 25-gallon pot of this gumbo.
There's something you just can't rush, like gumbo, you just can't rush it. You know?
That's right. Good things take time.
Yep.
The gumbo. It's the best in the city. Hands down, the best.
Gumbo, red gravy, or po' boys. One bite, and you'll love Mandina's just as much as the locals do.
Mandina's is a great restaurant.
You have to come here.
One of our new finds here in New Orleans is this beautiful Josephine Estelle restaurant at the Ace Hotel. I just happen to have a couple of their recipes from James Beard nominated chefs at Goodtaste.tv. Coming up, be mine with luscious Valentine's wines in my wine finds. But next, two engineers who helped the Big Easy bounce back with the help of Bananas Foster Pan Perdue.
Most of our dishes are Irish.
Oh yeah, don't bring a diet. Keep your seat. More Good Taste right ahead. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B. Bacon and bloodies and biscuits, oh my. Look at their biscuits. Look how big these biscuits are. Those are insane. With a twisty take on pancakes. And there's bacon in the pancake.
Yes.
Inside.
Everything tastes better with bacon, right?
Extraordinary omelet. And a bounty of unbelievable Benedicts. Oh my goodness, look at that. There really is no place like home here at New Orleans' Ruby Slipper Cafe.
It's like being at your favorite aunt's house with all your friends and neighbors.
This boozy brunch-themed restaurant is a favorite with locals and tourists alike. But getting here wasn't as easy as following the yellow brick road.
Life took a turn after Hurricane Katrina, and our neighborhood took on more than 5 feet of water, and almost every property was flooded.
After the floodwaters settled, Jennifer and her husband found themselves facing an unexpected opportunity, an opportunity of a lifetime.
A neighbor purchased a dilapidated building that had flooded in the neighborhood. She had been trying to buy this building for years, and we had always told her, if you get the building, you should find somebody to put a coffee shop or a breakfast restaurant, because we wanted to eat there.
Not because you
Not because we wanted to run one.
And so, with a lot of love and belief in the rebirth of New Orleans, they dove headfirst into the restaurant business with no experience whatsoever.
We looked up, how do I open a restaurant, and how do I write a schedule?
Don't you love Google?
Yes, exactly.
They made a name for themselves with New Orleans twists on breakfast classics, like these white chocolate bread pudding pancakes, lathered in warm praline sauce.
The pancake was phenomenal.
Also phenomenal, this tasty trifecta of over-the-top Eggs Benedict, all layered on buttery biscuits. Don't bring a diet. Speaking of diet, leave that at the door for this decadent, rum-soaked Bananas Foster Pan Perdue.
We're just going to take the French bread and just a nice little kiss into the egg custard.
So you're kissing it, you're not soaking it.
Right.
Pan toasted till it's crisp and buttery brown.
The great thing about this sauce is it has rum and a banana liqueur.
Of course it does.
Right?
We're in New Orleans.
Exactly.
A Big Easy pour of dark rum, sweet brown sugar, and a hefty hunk of butter. Lots of butter.
So yummy.
All cooked into a creamy caramel sauce. That is delicious. As New Orleans started to bounce back from the hurricane, Ruby Slipper Cafe started to take off like a twister.
After about 3 months, we had, 45-minute, hour-long lines out the door on the weekends.
Boy.
Yeah, and now we're actual restaurateurs.
You know what they say, if the shoe fits, wear it. I can't think of a better shoe to fit New Orleans than the Ruby Slipper.
I just love Ruby Slipper. Time for my wine finds, and I hope you're in the mood for a little romance, because these wines have definitely got you covered. I've got a couple of fruit-forward rosés and a fantastic, luscious red one for you. Let's start with the rosés. First, the Joel Gott Rosé. This wine is made by the man who owns the very famous Gott's Roadside Burger Spots in Napa, and he just happens to make wines too. The Joel Gott Rosé is fruit-forward with strawberries and cherries. It pairs great with chocolate-covered strawberries or is nice all by itself. The Joel Gott Rosé is $15.98 a bottle. Next, a sweeter style bubbly, the Patalo El Vino del Amor, the wine of love. This bottle says it all. Now the aromas on this sparkling are almost like perfume. They're lovely. You're going to taste strawberries and cherries, plenty of sweetness. The Patalo Moscato Spumante is $13.98 a bottle. Okay, red wine fans, I would never leave you out. I found a luscious Napa Cabernet for less than $20 a bottle, and it's perfect for any romantic occasion. I love its name, Educated Guess. You'll taste juicy dark cherries, blackberries, and it finishes with notes of vanilla. This is a wonderful wine, Educated Guess North Coast Cabernet. It's $19.98 a bottle. As always, I found all my wines right here at H-E-B.
In the mood for a holiday of your own? Find out how you could win a relaxing weekend at the beautiful Houstonian Hotel and Spa. Looking for Alamo City restaurant recommendations? Check out visitsanantonio.com. Click on goodtaste.tv and sign up right now for your chance to win an incredible 2-night stay at the Houstonian Hotel with refreshing spa treatments at the award-winning Trellis Spa. Also, dinner for 2 at the Houstonian's stunning new restaurant, Tribute.
Sadly, we are out of time. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want any of the delicious recipes we got while we were here, goodtaste.tv. Cheers to New Orleans and cheers to good taste.
Hotel accommodations provided by the beautiful Ace Hotel in the heart of New Orleans.
Bad
Oh,
dish.
it's delicious.
Bad. Yes, it is.
Bad in such a good
Good
way, right?
Yes, good. Bad meaning good. Yes. Bad meaning
That's
good.
one bad dish. What it's like to work with such a low-key guy like this.
It's
You ever been knocked off a stool? You're too pretty for that.
There's always a first for everything.
It could be
Tommy.
slippage. Slippage.
There you go.